Hello everyone, this is me, We Talk Football alongside Football Matter. We are here at the Football Tea. In this episode, we're going to talk about another interesting topic. So if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?
Please like and share and subscribe for more premium contents in this channel.
Football leagues, we have all of these kind of stereotypes when it comes to German leagues. When it comes to the French league, people are like, LIGUE1, this is not like a very, very massive league. This is the league where PSG wins every year. But guess what? It's only one team who won the Champions League from that part of the world. So that doesn't make the French league actually top league. But now narratives start shifting. PSG, arguably one of the best 2 to 3 teams in Europe, winning the Champions League in a great fashion, having top-notch players, great coach. Does it then change the narrative?
For me, I don't think it changes much narrative. People always, tag them with that Farmers League. But I think it's overrated, that tag of Farmers League. Because can you also call the Premier League the Farmers League? Because I feel like it's not just because of winning the Champions League is the reason why you are called the Farmers League. It's the number of times you win your league consistently, and then how competitive your league is. So when you look at the LIGUE1, number of times PSG has won it and stuff like that. But again, the same goes for Bayern Munich or German Bundesliga. They are also called Farmers League because Bayern most of the time wins the competition. But then again, what about if you come to the Premier League now that Man City is winning it, and even in the previous years that Manchester United has won 13 out of the next 13 out of 20 Premier League titles? Does it also make the Premier League Farmers League? So for me, I feel like the LIGUE1 has always been competitive. It doesn't matter whether it's just one person winning it, like when Lyon won it in the early 2000s, 7 consecutive times. It doesn't change anything. Because if you look at the history of LIGUE1, actually, the number of times PSG is the most successful, has won it more times. But if you look at the number of times they have won it, it's not up to the number of times Real Madrid has won it or the number of times Manchester United or Bayern Munich. Theirs is actually little. So you will see that there is more competitive. You can even say they are more competitive, but because PSG has won it a lot of time, Marseille, Lyon, Montpellier, other teams like that, AS Monaco and stuff like that. So So it's more evenly spread or distributed in LIGUE1 than every other place. And like I said,
Continue.
LIGUE1 is very competitive. Yeah.
It's actually very fun to watch.
Yeah, a lot of players. In fact, for me, midfielders, as a lot of legendary midfielders of the game has been bred, has been raised, has been, come out from there. And most of the time, players from LIGUE1, when they come from LIGUE1 and then go to whether it's to the Spanish league, whether it's Premier League or any other, they adapt faster and they do better than players that come from other leagues to Premier League or other bigger leagues. You understand? To show you how good.
But at the same time, I feel like when people talk about other leagues, when you talk about players from the French league, for instance, that when they have like a certain price tag, we all know if they go to La Liga, they're going to be ending up either in Barcelona, Real Madrid, or maybe Atletico Madrid. So what is actually very interesting to me how people perceive this kind of, or classify this kind of leagues. But for me personally, I feel like this league is so technical and there is like many talented players. You can literally go and watch, Auxerre, and you're like, wow, there's so many fantastic players. Same goes for Lille or Lyon, Olympique Marseille. You go Montpellier, you go Monaco, PSG, but you have to give it to PSG. They invested a lot of money. They, had project. And of course, the big shift with Ocampos, the idea or the realizations that not only big names going to bring you glory, you need to have a system, you need to have a product, you need to have a very, very clear path. And bringing someone like Luis Enrique, one of my favorite coaches, by the way, he's incredible. Like, the guy is just top notch. So that does definitely bring the transformation to PSG.
I totally agree with you.
Kind of fun to watch as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
It's going to be very interesting to see what will happen next season. Given that a lot of PSG players are very actually young.
Yeah, they're a team to watch in the Club World Cup. They are favorites.
Yeah, the Club World Cup. We're going to talk about it, by the way, separately because it's going to be fun. A lot of, teams from different continents, a lot of top clubs. It's going to be fun to watch. That's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching us. This is
Don't forget to like and share. Yeah, very important. And subscribe.
Good evening. Peace.
No shades.